Okay, class, here is your instructions for the assignment you have on the Cuban Missile Crisis for your news broadcast. I'll review the timeline and list the events in order so that you can refer to this when you listen to it. Okay, the first thing we had was Fidel Castro. He was the leader of the revolution and becomes the dictator of Cuba. After he becomes the dictator of Cuba, Castro nationalized the Cuban economy. He took over the U.S.-owned sugar refineries and the sugar mills. Now, in response to this, President Eisenhower orders a trade embargo with Cuba. Castro turns to the Soviets for economic and military aid. Of course, this upsets the U.S., and they begin training anti-Castro Cuban exiles to invade Cuba and overthrow Castro. This is known as the Bay of Pigs. Castro's forces win, which humiliates the U.S. The failed Bay of Pigs invasion convinced Khrushchev, who's the leader of the Soviet Union, that the U.S. would not resist Soviet expansion into Latin America. In July of 1962, the Soviets build 42 missile sites secretly in Cuba. And then in October, the U.S. spy planes spot the missiles. Kennedy demands the removal of the missiles and sets up a naval blockade of Cuba. Now people around the world are fearing nuclear war between the U.S. and the Soviets. And at the end of this, Khrushchev agrees to remove the missiles, and Kennedy promises not to invade Cuba. So hopefully you can replay these notes and have your broadcast assignment prepared for you when you are done.